this irresponsible way of dressing. These are the things that can attract police officers to stop you along the road, search you from head to toe, and they will not find anything. So if you are a Yahoo person, I'm not encouraging you to be a Yahoo person, because I'm not encouraging you. I'm not encouraging you to be a drug lord. But there's a way that you do your thing perfectly and nobody will know. You can see this in the movies. This series I'm currently watching, The Godfather of Harlem. I don't know if you know this man, Thomas Whitaker, this American actor.
I don't really know them by the name.
That has this eye defects. Yeah, Thomas Whitaker. You know, this guy is a drug baron in the United States of America, but
in the movie,
in the movie, but they don't drive flashy cars. They maintain their cool. So if you are living an illegitimate life, keep your cool. You will enjoy what you are doing. Use your number 6. All right, use your number 6. Yeah.
I want to start a problematic discourse. It's not from you.
Yeah.
So some people have the opinion that there are times when this NDLA will go to certain places and bust open and recover certain things.
Substances.
And they'll be like, oh, that the reason they are very active with their operation is because they
you use a bribe, yeah?
No, that those things they themselves are making use of it.
To do what?
To make their own money. That's why they're very active in their service of, that there's no evidence of maybe they are burning it. But I think I saw, did they burn it? I don't know. But some people are like, that is why that, what did they do with all these things whenever they recover them?
When they recover them.
What exactly did they do with them? There are times when they'll recover so many. Do you understand? I'm like, okay, so what exactly did they do with them? So maybe if they can look into that one and be showing them evidence online.
That's an intelligent way to as another critical part to talk about. So after all these seizures, what do they do with it? Okay, what do they do with it? But I know that in terms of those weed, I know they burn those weeds because there will be a time whereby they will go to an open field. And gather all the seizures, all the marijuana, all the seizures, all the weed. Now these are weed now. All the weed that they've seized and burn them. But yeah, that's a very good question. Now those substances, the cocaine, the methamphetamine, or what they call them, what do the NDLA? What do they do about it? Do they destroy it? Or they go like what she has allegedly said.
It's not me,
okay, that's why I use the word allegedly.
Yeah, no.
That's why I use the word allegedly. What was allegedly said, not Buki said it though. What has been the perception of Nigerians that after these seizures, what do the NDLEA, what do they do with it? Do they destroy it? And all these seizures, where are they? Alright, these are important questions that the public need to know. Okay, you don't just see something and at the end of the day, we don't get to hear about it. Now, in terms of concealing of the substance, there was one funny video. I think it was about 2 or 3 weeks ago. They caught this woman. So, she appeared like a pregnant lady with hijab. So, they asked her, the NDLA personnel operatives asked her that what is inside her tummy, what's in her tummy? She said, "Na belle." It's okay. Is it belle? She said yes, na belle. Okay. They now asked her to raise her hands up. They pulled her the long hijab she wore, and they started removing the layers of the clothes. As they were removing the layers one after the other, until when they got to the actual this thing itself, they now removed it. Now they asked her, "I thought you said you are pregnant." So there are different ways with which they conceal, this substance.
Some of them are dumb, like some ones like and
the funniest thing is that it is people that are illiterate that they will use to convey this thing to
because no person
because no right thinking of that, because technology these days has advanced. Now we are in the era of sophisticated technology in our airports. Once you pass through the scanner, it will, display everything in your system, even to your the minute organ. I don't want to call In fact, everything will be displayed. What you are putting on, your clothes, the extra baggage, even your shoes.
Yeah,
the
some put it in their shoes.
Yeah, the soles of their shoes.
Yeah, they open it and put it inside.
They will still catch you. Once you go through the scanner, there's nothing hidden. It will give them a red flag. So think twice before you engage yourself in things like this. It's not good. Now look at this young man. I believe he's maybe in his 30s or late 40s or mid 40s. Now this case in luxury, so we don't know what will happen then. So think twice, and if you want to live an illegitimate lifestyle, do it codedly. Don't be braggadocious about it. Do it codedly, because so that you won't get caught on time. Of course, like they used to say that there's nothing hidden under the sun, but do it codedly. And if you've made enough money for yourself, stop it, so that you can.
So, sorry, quick one. You made mention of weed the other time, and I wanted to talk about what is it House of Assembly, or they were trying to legitimate. Make it legitimate.
Legitimate, okay. Make it legitimate.
They're trying to legalize it.
To legalize.
They have to legalize it. So then I think people were talking about, it's not going to be a very good idea, and others were like, do you feel that it's the advantage are more than the disadvantages, or it's other way around?
Yeah, the advantage of marijuana, I think it outweighs the disadvantage. But again, with the society that we find ourselves, there's no trust. In other states in the United States of America, marijuana is legalized for medical purposes. Okay, they use most especially marijuana is being used for medical purposes, for medical treatment. But legalizing it in Nigeria, yeah. Hey, every morning you'll be seeing guys puffing it. Honestly, they don't legalize them. So and we here in this part of the world, we don't do things.
Yeah, we abuse things a lot.
Yeah. We don't take caution. We abuse things a lot. So that is why I still, maybe in the next 50, 100 years or 150 years, I cannot say, okay.
It's not 150 years.
I cannot say, okay, maybe let's start thinking about legalizing marijuana. But here in this part of the world, we abuse things a lot. Look at social media. Social media has been abused.
Yeah.
You understand? Social media, has been abused. AI has even been abused. Do you know that there are some adult sites. There are some adult sites that uses AI, for their contents. You understand? There are some adult. I don't want to use the name. There are some adult sites. Most of the things there is AI generated. So that is how the level of how we can abuse things that are supposed to be of benefit to us. We can abuse it, particularly in this part of the world. All right. So that is that. All right. It is okay. Let me see if I can take more response to that. Okay, this is coming from Kamsij Val. Oh my God. He said it's an inside job. To have wanted to move that large amount of consignment means the road was clear till someone top than those involved got wind of it and acted. Well, like they say, every day for the thief, one day for the owner. This coming from Mellow TV. Mellow TV says this one now watch Breaking Bad real. Don't know the buy. My God. Luxury or trying to show their face online, claiming to be number one in using any exotic cars. I can't even pity him, cause me where they do legit work, they see me less. So
where exactly was the thing? Like
on the 13th of August.
No, like where was the consignment that they're trying to ship? I
think it is Lagos Airport.
That's not an intelligent. I cannot say it on your system. Like I'm giving people,
Lagos Airport.
Giving people
tips, right?
Yeah,
the smartest way to smuggle. The smartest way to smuggle. So yeah, and also this is also a call to the NDLEA to beam the searchlight of these guys who are living flashy, who are living a large, flashy lifestyle. I don't want to call them. We all know them. For example, you can't tell me that you entered into the music industry 3 or 2 years ago, you know, and all of a sudden we started seeing you with Lamborghini. At least for the likes of Davido, we know when Davido started.
Yeah.
We know when Burna Boy started. We know when Wizkid started. We know when who again?
Olamide.
Maybe Olamide, of course, Bado. We know when this guy started. We can trace their development in the music industry, but not somebody who just started music 3 years ago and all of a sudden, you know, he has blown, like they used to call it.
Do you have anybody in mind? Don't say it.
There's somebody I want to call. There's somebody I have in mind.
But
this person has been in the music industry for a very long time. But I'm not sure if this person has an album. You know, but he's... I'm sorry, I don't want to...
No, you cannot.
I've given a lot of tea.
Yeah, you can't decode it like that.
So the anti-graft agency, the security agencies to beam the searchlight on this, you know, young rich guy, and even the female guy, and even the female too. You know, the female, you know, people, those in the Nollywood. Like, okay, let me ask, those in the Nollywood, how much can a movie fetch you if you no, seriously now, if you take a role in a movie, how much do you have an idea how much you can be paid?
Depends on how influential you are.
Okay, look, let's just say an influential Nollywood actor. If that Nollywood actor is to feature in a movie, do you have an idea of how much he or she can collect?
1,500,000.
Okay, if you do that, if you do 10 of that movies, if you do 10 of that roles, if you do that role maybe in 10 movies, okay, let's just say roughly 10 million, right? And what about your expenses? So if somebody in the Nollywood industry, if an actor or an actress maybe started his movie career in the last 10, not even 10 years, in the last 2-3 years, and all of a sudden you see this guy, you know, cruising in a Land Cruiser or in a my dream car, Land Rover, Range Rover rather. So,
yeah, it's not every time movie comes actually. So.
Yes, exactly. It's not every time movie comes. So because there are a whole lot of Nigerians who live, you know, a questionable lifestyle, which need to be checked. And I don't know what the likes of EFCC, because this person, I'm sure that he operates Nigerian bank accounts, and they've not been able to get across, you know.
Let me not talk about that one. EFCC only.
EFCC.
EFCC, they're looking for something else, so maybe we should cut them some slack.
All right, it is 25 minutes gone past the hour of 12 o'clock. Let's take one more story before we go on a break, or we should go on a break, we'll come back.
Okay. The other story that was trending on social media is about the pastor that, you know, spoke about Toto DK's ministry. And
I like that.
I don't know. Should we play the video?
Yeah, let's play the video.
All right, let's listen. Okay, that was is his name indicated?
No, I'm not sure.
A Nigerian pastor. A Nigerian pastor, that is very passionate about how a woman decided to open a ministry. I have so many questions for this pastor. Why are you being judgmental, number one? Number two, why are you so passionate like this? Number three, why are you raising your voice? Number four, why are you being misogynistic? Number five, don't you have female in your congregation? I'm only hearing male voice at the background. Like say it does not allow female congregation, because if you are said as a woman, what are you doing on the altar? Then you can as well say as a woman, why are you coming to the church? Because I don't understand. The man. Anyways, what do you have to say about this Nigerian pastor?
Well, yes, I think number one, what would make somebody to be so disturbed about the progress of another person is number one, jealousy. I think this man is jealous. if you want to, if you are doubting Tonto DK's is a level of spirituality, that would make her to start a ministry, you can go to her church, observe what is going on there, because the Bible is the same. The Bible that says that we should test all spirits. You understand? So if you think that Tonto DK's he is not genuine or whatever, leave him to God. Are you the God that she's serving? The people that came to her church, are you the one? What is your business? Why they drink Panadol for another person headache, just like Two-Face will say. So it is, and it is only Christians that you see in this country, in this part of the world, criticizing their fellow Christians. Okay, you will never find an imam. You will never find an imam. And that is one thing I like about the Muslim faith. You never find an imam using the pulpit to criticize another imam. Okay, despite the fact that in Muslim they have different beliefs, just like we have in the Catholics, Anglican, and the Pentecostal. It's also like that, in Muslim. It is only Christians that you will see that will mount the pulpit and start criticizing fellow Christians. This man should mind his business. What is your business if Tonto DK is not matured? Even so, the disciples that Jesus picked, were they doing ministries? Did they have their own church? John, all the 12 disciples of Jesus, these people, they were busy with their own career, and it was something outside the church. So these days things have advanced. I'm not sure that God, until you've graduated maybe in the spirit realm, or I don't know how they categorize it. Maybe in the spirit realm, you've gotten a PhD in spirituality. Is that when you should be given to start your own ministry? It does not like that. So this man, Joe, please allow Tonto DK to be. Whether she's matured enough or not matured enough, leave her with God. It is God, like I said the other time when we treated Tonto DK's case. It is God that knows who is serving him or not. It is God that can tell that, okay, Tonto DK is right. It is God that can tell if he's the one that caught Tonto DK or not. Stop disturbing yourself about something. Yeah, or she called herself. At the end, time will tell who is actually a true servant of God or not.
But aside what he's saying about Tonto DK, he's also talking about as a woman, what are you doing on the altar? That is why most of these mommy Jew, they don't have respect for their husband. Is that like maybe something that maybe I'm not aware about? Is that like a normal conversation people always have? That when women are in like the spiritual, when they're like the mommy Jew, the pastor, everything, they always now disrespect their husband because of they are the mommy Jew and overseer or something like that.
I'm just hearing this for the first time. I'm just hearing this for the first time. I'm not sure.
That's what your pastor said.
It's not my pastor. I have to use my pastor. I'm not sure, I'm not sure a serious woman of God who is the leader of our church would want to disrespect her husband. because if you are doing that, you're not showing a good example.
Yeah.
You know, you're not showing a good example. You're even painting Christianity, putting Christianity in a bad light. No serious woman of God who is Mommy Jill, who owns the church, would disrespect her husband. So that is yet to be confirmed. Or with all the women of God I've known, I'm not sure any of them have any of their husbands, have come to say that my wife, who is the leader of this church, is not playing her role as a wife or as a mother, in the house. So let's take few responses. This is coming from Patriotic Nigeria. Like play, one day she's already 20 years in ministry. Don't be surprised. She doesn't even ready social media posts. Okay, oh my God. Social media is there to talk. Emeka of Abuja said, all of you are the same. I really want to understand this thing God has called you. How did God call you?
Is it WhatsApp voice call or
with your phone number from your house or your Zoom main line or this line? We need to know, because you are all just using people to get more richer every.
But you see that some pastors now, they've run out of things to preach about. Or is that like maybe they did a section in the church now that's like freestyle, where they'll just because I'm wondering, like, what's up? Like, is it that they was preaching about something and spoke about Tonto DK, or he said that okay, today let's talk about Tonto DK? I don't understand. Like, what will make a pastor to now be talking with his congregation about Tonto DK? Open like moment this. I don't know. The other time the pastor was saying, as a man, you should look for side chick or something. Like, are people bored of what to say, or if there's no more Bible verse to discuss or something? But honestly, I feel like, only God knows who's serving him, right? Yeah. And I just feel you as the leader, like what we said the other time when we spoke about Tonto DK, or I think that other pastor said, you as a leader, you're in the position to lead and guide the church. Right. So when you are, this kind of conversations are things that people that are not, in that position should be discussing, not you in the head position to be talking about other people's ministry. And
it should be discussed by his members, right?
Yes. Then it should not be correcting them. That don't think, not you now putting that kind of thoughts in their head. You are misleading them. You are making them have certain thought that they should not have, right? And it's you're not making us to be questioning the whole seriousness of Christianity. You're taking Christianity as a joke, because what kind of conversation is this in church? I don't understand. And that man should be checked. He does not like women. He's a misogynistic person.
You don't know him now.
I know him. Why am I not hearing any woman voice in that video? It's only the men and me. Yes, sir.
Maybe those voices are close to the mic.
It's a lie. Why is the woman voice not close to the mic?
All right. Yeah. So as to what she said, well, it is obvious that man did not come prepared for sermon that day. It is obvious, because I'm not sure. I'm not sure that God will tell you that you should talk about Tonto DK in your sermon. That's not. He has veered from the sermon that he came to prepare on Sunday. So that is that. Then this particular individual, Otumba Worldwide, he said that the bigger question isn't what Tonto DK knows about the spiritual. It is why opening a church or ministry in Nigeria has become something almost anyone can do without any form of accountability. If someone wants to lead people spiritually, if people want to lead you spiritually, shouldn't there at least be some level of training, screening, and accountability? So yes, although he's right, but
but the pastor, I understand.
But we don't know if Tonto DK has attended any school of ministry, from any of the churches around.
Like the thing now is that it's
Yeah.
understandable, it's fine. If you can say Tony Odike did not undergo any training or anything like that, but I feel like you as a pastor, it's not part of your sermon. Like, why
Of
you?
course,
Do you
yeah.
understand? You can be like a normal conversation by normal people. I say, oh, Tony Odike did not, should not undergo any form of, because I used to do like before you become a father in Catholic church. I know you would do tests and everything
Of
like
course,
that.
you have to undergo
Do you understand?
rudimentary processes.
So that things like that, but it should not be a point of sermon for you on the altar for your own church. It's not. That's like the right message at the wrong time or
At the
something
wrong
like
time,
that. Yeah.
yeah.
So it's
At the wrong time. All right. On Prodigy says, you don't even know the altar of God is not in a building or a cement mound or pulpit, and you called yourself pastor. The altar of God is in her, in everyone born of God in Jesus Christ. Okay, thank God. I can know. Demilade underscored Leshiana said, oh, Pastor Jesus has answered this question in the Bible when his apostle said someone else is doing what they are doing, and Jesus said there is no need to fight or argue. If it's of the Lord, it will stand. In God's kingdom there is no division. Who God calls, he sanctified. All right. SD.ego said I beg, who won do the screening for the pastors in opening of churches? Now God go come down, come do the screening. Abi, what is he trying to say? Because she was once an actress doesn't mean that she can't give her life to Jesus Christ or be called into ministry. Who screened him? Yes, you where they talk say who screened you as pastor. This is what this individual is saying. Who gave you that? Who endorsed you? Because we've always in this part of the world we want
to invalidate.
Yeah, exactly, to invalidate. Who endorsed you? You that is talking. Who endorsed you? Yeah, I understand. So
don't show stone. We are living in glass house.
But Bookie, on a serious, let me ask you. Did you believe in Tonto Dike? Did you? What's your take?
What I said was, I said the fact that you're already born again, you're already a Christian, does not mean that you should go and like start opening a ministry. But then at the other time, I'm not in the position to judge that because it's between her and God. But I was just like, generally, everyone is just so quick to go and start opening ministry, and it's now giving the other people the wrong narrative of you're doing for business. That is what people start thinking about, because they're like, everybody's rushing to open ministry, and me and Pastor am saying, the first person might give me 500,000 naira, God bless the person. So you're making people to now start questioning the whole essence of Christianity, and that was my standard. Fine, she already did it, but then I'm not going to look at what that she normally. It's going to be giving people different thoughts at the other side. People will think about, who told you to go and start, open. And the fact that you are already born again does not mean you have to automatically go and start your own ministry. But then, who are we to judge? Do you understand? But then,
But yeah, thank you. But can we look at what truly, or what really qualifies somebody to start a church, or what is that level of assurance that God calls you?
Okay, so before, right, before people started coming up now, the whole push was God will call you, maybe through dream, intercession,
manifestation.
And yes, God will call you, and the person is starting from the rock bottom. The man is either leaving his family, is everything, going to a place where he does not know anybody. He's starting from rock bottom, and that's most of the times, if you have or know some discussion with these pastors that we have now, they'll talk about how they were struggling, like doing services when nobody was even around, struggling with the
starting
mic,
with one member,
yes, struggling
even
with this,
talking to empty chairs,
yeah,
to empty chairs,
with the audio, the everything. They have those backstory of starting from the rock bottom, before everything now gets better and everything like that. But for now, people feel like, okay, I've given my life to Christ, I'm born again, I have the money to start a business, a ministry. I have the money.
I can talk.
Yes, I'm a Christian. I'm very devoted to God. I don't need anybody to start telling. Since I know things for myself now, I can just start a ministry. And some will be doing it with the idea of they want to gain something from it, right?
Yeah.
Others might not be doing it from their own free will.
Yeah.
But then they are losing the whole essence of how to start up that kind of ministry. I feel like for you to start a ministry, you're like a teacher, you're like a leader. You should be someone that God calls, someone that God speaks to. Like someone come at me to pass something like that. God will be talking to you.
Has God speaking to you before?
Well, not like
Have you heard the voice of God?
I've had dreams.
No. Have you heard the voice of God? That's an audible voice.
No, but I know how I know how I communicate sometimes with
How do you
him.
communicate?
Sometimes I just see things in my dream, or sometimes my mind just tells me something.
And
Yeah.
this is from God.
Well, I mean, I don't know, but then I feel it sometimes.
Now,
with dream.
can we digress a bit from this, because I think it's getting interesting. Does because a lot of people, because when we hear pastors talk, and we hear them say that God spoke to me or God told me, now I'm trying to is it difficult to hear from God, or in other way round, how can we hear from God?
You have told me to pastor, but
No, because
God speaks to people differently. He might speak to you directly. He might speak to you with something around you. He might speak to you with another person. Do you understand? It does not have to be directly. He can speak to you through dream. He can speak to you. You can just put something in your mind. He can even speak to, because I remember one particular pastor saying that he knew one particular man like that his child was telling him that they should not travel, like was about to travel that day. So the child was telling them that she does not want to go, but the man still went, and they had accidents in that. So God was speaking to him with that child. Do you understand? So he speaks to people in different ways, and some people just misunderstand the whole thing, or some will just feel like God is merciful, so you can just say God is speaking to me. Meanwhile, it's your head that is doing your thing.
Not focus.
It's all in your head. You're just thinking it's God that's speaking to you. Meanwhile, I cannot even, maybe it's even the devil said that's speaking with you, because the devil used to speak.
And it is also because these are the things that our men of God need to start teaching believers. Hearing from God, understanding or identifying the voice of God. You understand? Just like the example you said, that this child was telling the father not to travel, but the father ignored. And I think that for us to hear from God, we need to be in tune with
His ways.
No, not his ways. Like, there's an example my pastor gave. The example that my pastor gave years ago. He said that you cannot be filled in the spirit. He said, as a Christian, you cannot be filled with the spirit and say that you are attending a nightclub.
If it's that, I don't know.
No,
because
that's what he said.
Because
but if you look at it critically, if you are filled with the Spirit of God, can you attend a nightclub?
Honestly, see, because I don't even judge anymore, because I know a particular baddie, a very popular baddie. She went for Big Brother, and she said, because when she was in the house, she even took her Bible. People then knew that she'd always taken her morning prayer seriously. She even speak in tongues.
Who is this person? Which season? Big Brother Niger.
Yeah, season. She came back for All-Star herself. She's the popular baddie. So she prays in the morning. She's always with her Bible. She prays.
Where I don't watch that particular season. Which year be that?
she came for All Stars too again.
I'll go and look for it.
So she prays. She always speaks in tongues. She even dreams safe, and the dream always comes to pass.
While in the house.
Like they knew she was very spiritual, but then she still had that side. Do you understand? So I feel it's just all on God.
But let me ask, why she no win?
She won.
No, why she emerged as a winner.
She did not win the All Stars.
And that's what I'm saying.
But she won her season.
She won her what?
Her season.
Who used that person?
Yeah.
Mention the name now.
It's already obvious now. She won her season and she came back for All Stars, you know.
I have even forgotten, you know, right from when this particular season, the Lakers, that Lakers season, the lockdown season. After that, I lost interest in Big Brother. I've not been, even the one they are showing now. I'm not sure I've sat down at home to watch it for 30 minutes. There's even no license. We can't watch it. The last time I subscribed was about 2 months ago, because when I get home, there's hardly light.
Yeah.
So, you understand?
And people are talking about that thing. They're like, why can't this subscription be in a way that is watching as you be pay as you watch?
Pay as you watch.
Yeah, instead of you just waste your whole 1 month.
It's just I can't be wasting 5,800.
Yeah, there's no light.
And in the whole 24 hours, the only time there'll be light is when I'm sleeping. Why should I be? Because I spent 5,000 naira. I will sacrifice my sleep for what? So my wife doesn't know God. What kind of wisdom is that? So let's go back to what we're discussing.
Yeah.
So I think that the men of God, because they always boast that I heard from God, that God told me this. You know, God gave me instruction that this is what I should do. But I think they should also make it a point of duty that they should also be teaching the believers on how to hear from God. You understand?
Yeah.
Because you cannot, because you are making us feel that we've not gotten to that height here, but we can still move to that level with which you constantly hear from God, you know, on a regular basis. So I think that what should be included in the messages that our pastors, I'm not saying that the message they are preaching is not good, is not bad, is bad or whatever. No, what I'm saying is that if you are coming on every Sunday to tell us that this is the topic that God gave me, you should also have it as a point of duty that, okay, help us to get to that level with which you hear from God on a regular basis, so that we will be at the same level. Of course, we can't be at the same level with you. Yeah. You are the one that hear from God. But I don't know if you get what I'm saying. You understand? Yeah. Let us also have that benefit, that enjoyment, that moment that we can hear from God. So teach us, because we are coming to your church to learn from you. Okay, we are coming to your church to learn from you. So I think it should be part of their sermon. Maybe once in a month, teach your congregation how to hear from God. And I think if all Christians in this part of the world hear from God, they will not be making the right decisions. So they will not be making the wrong decision in life. You understand? So so that's just it.
Yeah. So what do you feel about us starting the pony ministry?
You know, when I showed my wife the video of Tonto Dike, you know, my wife was laughing. My wife was laughing. She was my wife was, the mood that she was, or the kind of celebratory mood, is not to mock her, but to thank God for her life. You know, to thank God for the life of Tonto Dike, that Tonto Dike has turned to somebody, you know. But personally, I will just leave it for time. Time will tell. Okay, you know, time will tell. Because over the years, I think I've been watching her lately, even before she even started this ministry. I've been watching her lately that she doesn't do those things that she does anymore.
Things like what?
This marital of a thing.
With her ex-husband?
Yeah, the ex-husband. I think over the years, Tonto Dike has changed. Okay, over the years, Tonto Dike has changed. You know, her lifestyle has changed. So, although I was surprised seeing her starting a church, I know that there was a time she visited Jerry Eze. She was at Jerry Eze. Maybe these are one of the things that prompted her to visit Jerry Eze. I don't know the conversation she had with Jerry Eze. You understand? I don't know if she has visited other men of God. But I think, and it was after that visit to Jerry Eze that she launched her ministry. maybe Jerry Eze is one of our mentors. Who knows? You know, understand? So
Yeah.
So, and also, I want to believe that every man of God in this part of the world, they have a mentor. All right. If you take a look at Daddy Gio, the famous redeemed person, he has a mentor. If you take a look at these young pastors now, the Harvesters, Goodman Akilabi, Yemi Davis, Bolaji, Pastor Bolaji, these people, they have mentors. So I want to believe that if you actually want to be successful as a pastor, if you want people to believe you, or you don't even need people to believe yourself, to know somebody, to know a real man of God, look at the things he or she does. Look at the quality of message, the quality of sermon that he preaches. What names does this particular pastor mention at every time? Like my pastor, I won't call the name of the church, at least 5 of his messages in a month on Sundays, 5 of his Sunday messages, he will, at least one of his messages, he will mention Pastor David Oyedepo, who started Winners Chapel. He will mention Pastor David Oyedepo. He will mention Pastor Iya Adebuye. He will mention other foreign ministers as well. So I think that believing whether Toto Dike is not my business. If I am to say that he's fake, she's fake, or if I am to say that she's original, it doesn't add a strand of hair to my body. So I pray that that this journey that she has started, that is a good one, and she will not lead many astray. That the people that God has given her, or people that God has given her, that she will nurture them based on the revelation and the thing that she received. So I wish her the best. Time will tell.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to be, because people like me say it's for business and blah blah. Don't think it's okay financially.
Yeah,
so I don't think maybe you say
she's okay financially.
She's trying to do something for business, or as a matter of fact, you might be wondering that she's so early to start up a ministry, but because she's a public figure, people would be drawn closer to God because of this particular thing. They want to come to a church.
You think it's, of course, but like let's talk about more about what you say, because she's a public figure. Is that really an advantage?
It is. That's why when a pastor is very popular, people would try to just like be under the person's tutelage and try to relate with the person.
No, popular before the pastor becomes a pastor.
Yeah, it's an advantage because people already know you. So they're like, this person is preaching the gospel, and it's just like a fast way of spreading the gospel.
Yeah.
And joining more believers.
Let me ask one question. If tomorrow now somebody like Tufizi Dibia start a church, what will be your first impression?
I don't know. But I know people online. I know what people online will shall say. People online will say a lot, and that's why most of the time is the background still does a lot.
Yeah.
If Tonodeke, for example, have done a lot of bad things, it will definitely haunt and kind of affect her ministry. But because of her past is not really that, that's why there's nothing really going on there, But see, someone that have a very, very bad past, or they'll drag the person, even if
are you saying that
Toto
Dike does not have bad past?
Like bad past, like maybe she's following sugar daddy. Bad past,
Scandal.
bad past, like maybe she has, done about all those, all those kind of bad, dark past compared to let me talk about this a bit, but just when someone has a past that people, Nigerians or social media people would want to devour, and use that one as an advantage and talk about the person and say because Nigerians are very quick to
judge,
castigate someone and say things. So this particular one, because she's a public figure, it's going to be very easy for her to draw more people, and then the word of God spread across. So their pastor leave Tonto Dike, and just like woman is a this is social, not respect her husband. I don't know. I hope pastors learn to have more things to preach about during Sunday service and not doing freestyle. All right, so let's go on a quick break, and then when we come back, would be the if we have more time, shall let's see how it goes. We'll come for the next conversation right here on the Overt Radio. My name is Bookie Daisy. I'm still your weekend, and we'll be back after this music break.
Not disturb my peace. I gotta go.